Hello everyone and welcome to a new vinyl unboxing. There's only one vinyl in this, so it's only a small unwrapping as such, but this is another reissue from Demon Music Group, and this week we are looking at Tyga, We Are Puppets. Now Tyga, a very obscure Britpop slash indie band from the 90s. Now, not many people have heard of Tyga at all. If you remember Tyga, if you ever went to see Tyga, then please let me know in the comments below. But this Tyga, We Are Puppets. Now, as always, if you know me, we are going to first off start by looking at where the hype sticker is placed. And this one is placed here. It's just off center to the right. It's covering up the main picture here. Now, I must admit, compared to other hype stickers that have been on other stuff recently, it is quite a lot of information. We Are Puppets, and it tells you the 1996 debut album by Tyga. And it is reissued on vinyl for the first time. It tells you the singles on it, Race and My Puppet Pal. So yeah, I actually like the information that's on it. Tells you exactly what you're gonna get. Just the placing of it. It's not covering up the title, which I have seen in others recently. So that's good. It's just, yeah, I like it. It's not been placed very well to cover up the artwork, but it is giving you information and it is not covering up the title. So I'd give that 6, 7 out of 10 for that hype sticker placement. Not bad at all. So that being said, let's get the cellophane off. Right, so here we are back, the cellophane and hype sticker off. Now, this album by Tyga, We Are Puppets, was originally released on the 25th of November, 1996, and Tyga are from Prince's Reissue, with Dan, I hope I'm saying this right, Dan Laidler on vocals. I hope I pronounced that Dan, I apologise if I haven't. Now, this is quite a striking artwork on the front of We Are Puppets, and it is basically, the story goes behind the artwork. I have reached out to Dan on Twitter and we've had some brief discussions and he's told me about it, so I'm going to share that with you now. The artwork itself was done by Dan, and the band had been using Dan's own paintings for the previous singles, and they should be on screen now for you to see. And he was expected to come up with something for the album, this being it. Now, the band had just played a gig in Norwich and a boy had asked Dan to draw a picture. When Julia from the band saw it, she said, "This should be the album cover." And then while the rest of the band went to see a film, Dan transcribed that original doodle or sketch or whatever with some acrylic paints, and this is what became the album cover, and he did that in a Bedford dressing room. And as you can see, what we have here is like the crows, we have this man, and then what I want to say is a Hawaiian shirt, and he seems to be holding a toy car. I want to say it's maybe saying Jaguar on there. I don't know. Didn't go into that much. Dan didn't elaborate what was written on there, but there's a crow driving the car, and it's these dark autumnal colours. You've got browns, oranges, and even the clouds are not bright white. They're just sort of there, and it's a very striking picture. And the man seems to be, he's gritting his teeth, and it's really like, oh, is he running away? Is he scared? I don't know. And then in goldish sort of writing, we've got Tyga and the title of the album there at the bottom. I've just found a striking picture that's really like, his eyes are nearly popping out of his head. It's really weird. I want to say it's weird, but I like it. I like it a lot. It's one of the better album covers of the 90s. I must admit, I must say that, because some of them are a bit bleh. But this one, yeah, it really grabs you, and you're looking, and it's always drawing your eye in, and you're looking different places to find something, looking at something else. It's really, yeah. Well, now we've looked at this front one, let's flip it over and take a look at the back, because the back is just scary. This is a scary photograph. It's like there's a monster there, and his teeth. It's, if you thought the first one was striking, then this one is even, yeah, it's definitely grabs you. You know what I mean? And then underneath the picture we have all the songs. I think my favourite song, it could change tomorrow, it might not, but definitely I like Shamed All Over and On the Rose. I think Shamed All Over and On the Rose are definitely my two favourite songs on the album. Don't get me wrong, I do like Race, but yeah. And then underneath the track listing, we've got the band Tiger, it's Dan Laidler, Julia Sims, Dee Dee Hallett, Tina Whitlow and Seamus Feeney. And it goes to say thank you for several people, and the songs are written by Tiger. Then at the bottom there, 1996, I originally recorded on Island Records. But this is being reissued through Demon Music Group. And Demon Music Group always put together quality products, and this is being one of them. And I'm liking this a lot. And I think I'm liking this better than the Long Pigs one. I am, because I think this has got a lot, it's there. And the Long Pigs one was just a redone of what had already been started in the 90s. This is just from scratch, and the artwork is just amazing. If I could have this on display, I would. This is just amazing. It's nice, and I would definitely put it on the wall. Now, speaking of Demon Music Group, well, I'll speak about Demon Music Group in a bit, but let's have a look at this. Let's open it up here. Wow. Look at that sleeve in there. This is so much better than the Long Pigs one, where you had the hole and then just the words and words and words. This is what the Long Pigs one should have had. Look at this artwork. Now, Dan didn't tell me any of this, and I didn't know this was in here. Bring it a bit closer to the camera there. But look at that. I'm presuming these are portraits of the band. I'm going to have to reach out to Dan and ask. I might invite him on the channel even for an interview. I think I might do that because I need to find out what that is. Let me see what's on the other side. I don't know what's on the other side. There's nothing on the other side there. That's just plain in this orangey brown colour. If it's not orangey brown, then I apologise for my colour blindness. But yeah, I like that a lot. That is better than, in my own opinion, it's better than having loads of writing on there, spoiling it. Just squeezed it a little bit there. So let's pull it out. And inside, we've got what's on the sides. If I take it out there, we've got Tiger, We Are Puppets, and what's on the side. The track listing from the side. So that's side A. Never level, have it. And on there, we've got side B. So I'm going to put that back in. And while I'm putting that back in, I'm going to tell you, again, this has been released by Demon Music Group, but Dan was not even aware of its release. Talking to him on Twitter, he was shocked to see it, but he was happy at the same time. He'd not even been told it was coming out. So I asked him about and so I reached out to my contact at Demon Music Group, and the reply I got was that this album was licensed from Universal, which I have seen just now on the back of the album sleeve, and they would usually Demon Music Group assume that they would inform the artist of a licensed product, and they can only apologise that he wasn't aware. So Universal have let this out to be reissued, but not told anyone. So, like I've already said, Dan was happy to see it himself, but he was shocked at the same time. And I asked him about a possibility of a CD box set, because I think this and the second album could be bundled in a CD box set all together with the B-sides, 3 CD or 3, could be 3 CD, yeah, or 4 with some live or outtakes or whatever, with badges and stuff, a bit like the menswear one that came out a couple of years ago, nicely bundled together in a box set. And he said, yeah, he'd be up for it if there was enough interest with this, if there was enough Tiger fans out there to buy it. And Demon Music Group said the same in the same email. They said they would put stuff out like this to see what people's interest is, and if there's a lot of interest, then it gets the green light. If you would be interested in a CD box set of all the Tiger material, then please let me know in the comments. I will reach out and see what can happen. I mean, if there's enough interest in this and it can get bought, then definitely let's try and make it happen. So thank you for watching to the end as always, and I will see you next time.